Hey, what's up guys? Professional outdoor photographer David Johnston here. And in this video, I really wanted to talk about a very important topic for outdoor photography that's going on right now. As cameras become more accessible to the public, more and more people are accessing public lands all over the world. We as outdoor photographers want to respect nature and follow nature's first principles. So I really wanted to lay those out in this video so that we can work together to preserve nature as we go out and photograph the outdoors. The first principle that you need to follow is prioritize nature over the photograph every single time. There's so many times when we go out into the outdoors and we know there's a better composition in an area that may harm nature or plants or trees or wildlife. We always want to steer clear of those, always putting nature as a priority over how good a photograph can look. This is going to help preserve places for more people who want to visit these locations. The second principle is educate yourself about the places that you're actually going to shoot. Are you going to encounter some endangered wildlife? Are you going to encounter some types of plants that are very fragile in that ecosystem? Always know where you're going and what you're shooting so that you can know how to protect those areas and be aware of the things going on around you. Number 3 is always be aware of the possible impact of your actions. So many times there are ways we can create a photograph, and maybe that is jumping on top of a rock or getting on top of some specific logs or debris. And that's all good and well if that's accessible to the public, but sometimes it's not, and we need to be aware of what our actions are doing around the landscape. Where you could be standing on just a pile of sticks in your own mind, you could actually be standing on top of a beaver dam and damaging that dam for other people and for the beavers and the natural ecosystem. Number 4 is use discretion when sharing photography locations. And I know this sounds a little bit selfish, but there are so many times that some locations can't handle the amount of foot traffic that people put on it. These are very fragile locations. You know, they're not like the big overlooks and national parks that you go to, but some of the more delicate ones that only you or a few other people know about need to be protected. And if you are going to share those locations, be sure and educate people on how they can maintain and protect those areas as well. Number 5 is pretty obvious, and that's know and follow the rules and regulations in the area you're going. But sometimes getting a good photo can be tempting to slightly bend the rules or kind of neglect them and pretend like you didn't see them. Always follow the rules and regulations of where you're going so you can ensure that you continue to protect that place so you can go back and keep taking great photos. Number 6 is always strive to follow the leave no trace principles. These principles ensure that you take nothing in and leave it that's not naturally there, or remove any of those natural subjects that are there and take them back with you. You want to visit a place so that people don't even realize that you were even there before they got there. These are the leave no trace principles that you need to follow whenever you go out into nature. And guys, number 7 is actively promote these principles among yourselves as outdoor photographers. We need to continue to be the ambassadors to the place that we go out and photograph to ensure that they remain nice, that they remain epic locations that we're going out to shoot and finding. So educate others based on these principles and be sure you follow all of these nature's first principles so we can be sure that we still have these locations to go to shoot in years to come.